Details. Moving on, digital banking infrastructure company M2P Fintech that powers the digital ambitions of banks, lenders, fintech and other financial services players has acquired transactional behavioral intelligence company Goals101. Now, CNBC-TV18 learns that the deal size is 250 crore rupees and Goals101 will be integrated into M2P Fintech over a period of time. And to talk to us about this acquisition and more, joining me now are Madhusudanan R, the co-founder and CEO of M2P Fintech, and Visham Sikkan, the co-founder and CEO of Goals101. Gentlemen, welcome to Startup Street. Madhu, let me start with you first. What made you bet big on Goals101? And as I mentioned earlier, we learned that the deal size is 250 crore rupees. If you could confirm that. Also, when do you hope to complete the acquisition and the integration of teams?
Sure. Thank you, Shruti. Thank you for having me on the show. We have been looking at the space very closely over the last couple of years. And if I have to just draw parallel, as they say, data is the new oil. And, we as an infrastructure business have to look at what are the areas where we could monetize the platform better. And if I just have to go back to this whole, comparing this to oil, we have to go downstream to actually extract more value. In some sense, Goals is that, we found the perfect match in terms of how we can actually, leverage our platform capabilities along with the data capabilities that they have built over time. I'm not going to get into the specifics of the deal, but I think Visham and team will be a lot more richer as we execute over the next few years than the number that has been publicly sort of put out, because it's very hard to sort of keep some of the numbers in Indian context, right? So somewhere or the other, it kind of comes out.
Right. So let me go across to Visham. With this acquisition, you will also take up a leadership role at M2P Fintech. If you could elaborate on your new role, and also what is the kind of impact you hope to create with this partnership? How does Goals101 grow from here?
First of all, you can see the smile on my face after the acquisition. That's after 6 years of stressful running a company. But this is my third company, and it augurs so well for the entire startup community. So I want to keep encouraging all startup guys to keep focusing on building something deep, ethical, compliant, and finding the right partner. And with M2P, I'm taking a product leadership role. I love innovating on products. So I would ask Madhu more and more to allow me to innovate more in M2P and obviously try and grow Goals101 along with M2P in multiple other geographies and other product lines. So that's the thought process.
Okay.
On the product line, one small example that I'll quickly give that we are trying to grow is, for example, in a bank, just imagine you take insurance in the month of November, but you start getting calls in February while you've already taken the insurance.
Sure.
Data allows you to see that the calls should start you in November so that you don't get spammed. So data allows effective contact and targeting that we're going to introduce in the banking in India.
All right, and Visham, by how much richer have you got? Madhu just said that you've got richer. He's not giving me the details of the acquisition. If you could throw some light on that.
Very nicely, I told Madhu that it should come out as multi-million-dollar deal for sure. Okay. So that's what we can right now say. But yes, the team is 50 people, and less than 50 people have done a deal of that size. So congratulations to both sides. It adds values to M2P even probably more. Yeah. So both sides are.
It is a multi-million-dollar deal for sure. Madhu, coming back to you, this acquisition helps you combine M2P's fintech infrastructure with Goal101's analytics, which is the insights that it provides into consumer transaction patterns. Visham touched upon it, but if you could take us through the new offerings, how do you plan to deliver a holistic next-generation banking experience to your customers?
Sure. So we have done a lot of work in terms of trying to bring the products together. I think in the next 12-18 months we would actually have that fineness brought into the platform capability that we could jointly go to market in terms of how Goals naturally sort of extends to what we are already sort of offering in the market. At this point, I just want to bring some color into how we are running the business, Shruti. The fact that a lot of the work that we are doing in India more broadly, we have been able to export this out, we are currently present in about 26, 27 markets.
Yes.
So I keep, saying this, right? India would become the fintech factory for the world. And we are in our own way trying to actually sort of bring together platform capabilities that have never been seen before. We are never looked at as a product, country, right? So we always look up to the West for, product capabilities. So I think in our own way, within the banking sort of domain, we are trying to carve a niche where we'll have fully integrated product capabilities that we would be able to export to the world. Yeah, so that's what we are excited about.
All right. Visham, coming back to you, you've said that you believe in product scalability, and with M2P, you're now looking at expansion globally. If you could elaborate on these plans, and if you could also share timelines.
Yeah, so Goals 101, 101 stands for Route 101 in US, the Route 101. So USA should be one of them for sure.
Okay.
We also find that exciting. Japan and CEMEA, we're already there. So we already have a huge partnership with a couple of banks and strategic partnerships in CEMEA, which is Dubai and Middle East. So these three places for sure, Japan, US, and CEMEA should be my favorite bets to go on to.
All right. Before we wrap up, Madhu, very quickly, if you could take me through the future growth and revenue targets, and also is inorganic growth the way forward for you?
Yeah, I mean, so we have been successful in actually doing a number of
Yes.
inorganics. We've done half a dozen acquisitions in the past couple of years. And we believe that that's the way to sort of grow it, because that allows us to actually get product depth and skill sets that are required to actually grow together. So it takes a village to raise a child, right? So as they say, last year we did about 500 crores out in revenue, shade under 500 crores. We would continue to sort of build very healthy, growth rate that we have seen this year. And we are on our, trajectory to actually go public in the next 2 or 3 years, Shruti.
All right. Okay. Wish you the very best, and many thanks for joining us on Startup Street, both Madhu and Visham. And, all the best to go public, all the best with your new partnership. Again, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thanks, Adan. Have a good day.